Hello for the number one African YouTube channel. Welcome to the studio. The rise and the fall of Guinea's ex-dictator, Moussa Dadis Camara. His story is a tragic one, and what happened to Guinea and why Guinea is also where it is today. He's also part of the history. As Africans, we are entitled to know. And as an Africans, we want the African continent to be united. We must eliminate the bad ones and we must know the good ones to come together to form the United States of African Alliance that can change the narrative one day. Do not forget, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly go hit that subscription button on your screen, hit the bell notification icon. What that does to you is that anytime we post a video, you will be the number one to chat on it. Do not forget, your likes and comments are also welcome. Here, we bring education, understanding, and meaning to the things we should know. We do not attack. Feel free to comment and share your opinions. The ex-dictator, Dadis Camara, who was a captain, actually took over the office of the presidency after the death in the month of December of the president Lansana Conté's death. Camara seized power, promising reform. However, his rule quickly turned authoritarian and has increased a re-impression of who he promised to come to be. Instead of coming to help to change the state of Guinea at a time, he has rather become someone who exercises military power over his people. What that means is that he does not listen to his people, but he has become a dictator. Whatever he wants is what must happen. Fast forward, in the year 2009, September 28th, there was a tragic and a heartbreaking story and an event that took place in the capital city, in a stadium where the nation's citizens arrived and said, "This is not what you promised us." In an attempt of a protest against Dadis Camara during his reign, his people or this military army actually opened fire on these innocent people, some women. It is recorded that about 157 people died in this event. Amongst them are women. Some were brutalized, some were assaulted, which actually triggered an international outrage that a lot of people were asking questions. People came in to know actually what happened. In that attempt, in the year 2009, in December, after the event that took place in September 8th, 28th, they actually plotted and planned an attempt to take his life, where he escaped into Burkina Faso, exile for safety and for his life, forgetting that whilst he is actually exercising his authority over these people, out of the pain that is being accumulated in them, will one day bring out a horrific nature that he never knows. These signs should sign as a warning to the brother African continent, whose leaders intentionally within them, and they know that the way they are treating their citizens are not good. One day, just to say my personal opinion, not an attack, these things are warning signs that it can happen anywhere. So you see, after his escape into exile, there is a saying that the evil that men do will live after them. The evil that he has done, the innocent blood that he has shed, kept on following him. After years of call for justice over Camara, he was actually arrested and put on trials in the year 2022, all the way from 2009 during the search. 2022, he was caught. In January 24th, he was actually sentenced to 20 years imprisonment for crimes against humanity. This is someone who have killed innocent people under his reign. An unprecedented move in Guinea's history till today. That mark is there because an innocent blood being shed to be forgiven, it's a difficult one. Now, the most tragic, pathetic, and hectic one. Sorry to the family of the bereaved, even though it's in the past, but the mark is still there as part of our history in Africa. In a recent news heading, in the month of March 2025, Guinea's ruling military leaders announced his presidential pardon, citing a health reason. This decision has sparked controversies, with some seeing it as a reconciliation, whilst others call it a betrayal of justice. Because this person, the citizens feels that he has actually done a wrong against his people, so he should be punished for what he has done.
In a controversial decision, Guinea's ruling junta leader, General Mamdine Doumbouya, has granted a presidential pardon to former military ruler Moussa Camara. Camara, convicted of crimes against humanity for his role in the 2009 massacre in Conakry, was pardoned on the grounds of health reasons. The announcement was made in a decree broadcast on national television on Friday. The decree, read by the presidency spokesperson, General Amara Camara, stated that the pardon was granted following the proposal of the Minister of Justice. However, there had been no prior indication of Camara's deteriorating health, raising suspicions about the real motivations behind the decision. Camara, who ruled Guinea from 2008 to 2009, was convicted in July 2024 for his role in the brutal repression of opposition protests at Conakry's Grand Stade. More than 150 people were killed and over 100 women were raped by security forces under his command. The trial, supported by a UN-mandated inquiry, found Camara guilty for failing to prevent or punish the atrocities. Camara had been imprisoned since his return to Guinea in 2022 after 13 years in exile. The pardon follows a decree by the Guinean government to compensate the victims of the massacre, though the 400 civil parties involved in the case are still waiting for compensation. This decision has sparked concerns about Guinea's commitment to justice. While human rights organisations hailed the trial as a step towards accountability, the pardon risks undermining efforts to address impunity for past crimes. With the pardon granted, questions loom over whether this signals a shift in Guinea's transitional justice process under Doumbouya's leadership.
What are your opinions? Do you think the presidential pardon should be given to him? Does he have the right to that, or he should serve his terms of punishment? What do you also think this will bring as a transformation to the continent of Africa? Do not forget, share your opinions under the comment section. Like the video and share. I will bring you many more updates. Henry Wolford. I sign out.